Hello, welcome back to the channel. And this one is a quick one. We're going to try and find out what is causing my death braking situation. In Germany, I did about 2,000 miles there back in April. And about halfway down England, it developed an urge to want to kill anybody that is in the car. Managed to limp it through the rest of the trip, the other 1,700 miles or so. And I've been to a couple of shows and stuff since I got back. Probably shouldn't have been. But I'm going out tonight for a spin with the friends, and I'm going to show in the morning. So I probably should. The responsible thing to do is to at least have a look to see if it's going to fall off, whatever's causing the issue. So I'm going to stick it up in the lift. I'm going to have a look around it. I don't know if I've actually really ever properly showed you in here after it was all painted up and stuff. Well, not painted, but you know what I mean. After it was sort of half tidied up before the last road trip. Featuring the nice battery tie-down strap. And I got that air filter stuff all sorted in the end of the supercut video, I think you saw it. But this thing now has done 4,000 miles under PD power. No issues whatsoever. Well, one issue. I didn't bead roll these pipes. This one's bead rolled because it came factory. This one is not, and this popped off at 23 PSI of boost one day and made a bit of a bang. I thought I blew it up, but nonetheless, it tidied up okay. There's a few bits obviously now are starting to show where I didn't paint prep it very well. So I need to really go into it again, and the same with this one. Tidy it up again, but for now, does the job. Ah, right, yes. Is that? That might do it. How much play is too much play in that? I'm going to say that's ghost. Might be rethinking my choice of cars for this evening. I'll take you in. The last time I checked, you shouldn't be able to do that to the input of the steering rack. So I'm going to say that's potentially my issue here. Because it just wants to try and, yeah, look at that. What happens is when you're braking, it feels like both wheels are, yeah, this one here tries to pull to the left big time. And if I'm moving this wheel, yeah, that'll be it. So steering rack is at fault again. Everything else seems to be fairly tight in there now. And it would make sense that it was a steering rack because we did, when we were there, we tightened up everything we could. We checked all the other bolts. Didn't see anything. So yeah, I reckon that is the issue. Right, I think the only thing I can really do for tonight to make this safe, and the quickest thing I can do tonight, is change the steering rack. And the only one I really have that has gaiters and stuff, well, subjective gaiters, is the one that came out of it before Germany, which still wasn't great. I do have another one here. However, I mean, it works, but there's no gaiters or nothing on it, and I don't think I only have about 20 minutes to fix this, so I think I'm going to attempt to change this in 20 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Right, how many minutes is that? 16 minutes and 8 seconds. I'll take it. Right, that rack wasn't any better. In fact, it's just changed from this wheel to this wheel sort of thing. Now, this is the one that came out of this rack. So I took this off to see what was in behind here. And this is basically a big plastic guide, a bush almost of sorts. This is the one that came out of the one on the car. So that's what stops this moving up and down and this moving side to side. So I thought I'll take it out of the good white one and I've swapped it over, and there seems to be now, there's a wee bit of movement in it, but it seems to be a lot better. I'm going to whip that off now to see if that one's completely disintegrated too, and if it is, then I'll know that's my cause. Found the issue. So this is the one out of the rack that I just put into the car and it was no better. This is the one from Germany, and as you can see, even compared to the one that I've just put in, it's worn a lot more. The ears are worn right off it. I'm not taking it back out again, but take my word for it, the one that's in there has the ears up to about here, and seems to be a lot better. So there's no more this one here. There was a load of play in that, if you remember. If I shook the wheel, there was a load of play. Now there's not. So I'm going to take this for a spin and see what it does. You join me now as we're out for a bit of a spin, and I think I have good news to report, because the car seems to be braking straight. It seems to be a lot smoother in the steering. There's no driving it like this anymore. So for the sake of a tiny little lump of nylon or plastic or whatever that is, seems to be the issue that I've been chasing for the last 3,939 miles. Actually more, because I did a couple of thousand before I fitted the tablet, so about the last 5,000 miles. I've had 2 or 3 different steering racks in it, all second hand of course, and they seem to have all had the same issue. Now, I'll not rest on my laurels just yet, because the car drove lovely before Germany for about 200 miles and then developed this issue again, but we'll see. I'm going to call it fixed. If anybody knows in the comments if you can buy that little U-shaped saddle section from the inside of a Pinto Capri rack, let me know, or send me a link in the comments please. I'd like to buy a couple so that I can refurbish the other racks that I have and see if they're still good. I'm going to go out, enjoy a night out with my mates. They're all bringing their project cars of some sort. I think there's a couple of Capris, and I think we don't talk about it much, but I think there's a Vauxhall coming too. And yeah, I'm going to be sticking some cinematic footage, glorious montage incoming, but until then, I'll see you later. Can we edit the Vauxhall out? Can we edit the Vauxhall out? Right.